Here's a clear and detailed summary of Chapter 4 of Atomic Habits by James Clear. Blue Book Chapter 4, The Man Who Did Look Right. Key core idea. Your habits shape your identity, and your identity shapes your habits. This chapter explains a powerful concept. Backhand index pointing right. Real behavior change is identity change, not just outcome change. Brain 1, the story behind the chapter. James Clear starts with a real-life story of a man who had brain damage. Because of this, he couldn't recognize familiar people, even his own family. Backhand index pointing right. The interesting part. He didn't lose his vision. He lost his ability to interpret what he saw. Pushpin lesson. We don't always see reality as it is. We see it through our beliefs and identity. Direct hit 2, 3 levels of behavior chain. James Clear explains that habits work on 3 levels. 1. Outcome-based chain. Focus, results. Example, I want to lose weight. 2. Process-based chain. Focus, system. Example, I will exercise daily. 3. Identity-based change, most powerful. Focus, who you become. Example, I am a healthy person. Backhand index pointing right. Most people focus on outcomes, but lasting change comes from identity. Fire 3, why identity matters most. If you only focus on goals, once you achieve them, right arrow motivation drops. You may go back to old habits, but if you change identity, your habits become natural. You stay consistent long-term. Pushpin example. Cross mark, I'm trying to quit smoking. White heavy check mark, I am not a smoker. Backhand index pointing right. The second one is stronger because it reflects identity. Jigsaw 4, the 2-step process of identity chain. James Clear explains how identity actually changes. Step 1, decide the type of person you want to be. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to become? Backhand index pointing right. Example, a fit person, a disciplined worker, a loving husband. Step 2, prove it to yourself with small wins. Every action is a vote for your identity. Backhand index pointing right. Example, doing 10 push-ups equals vote for I am fit. Reading 5 pages equals vote for I am a reader. Pushpin important. Small habits matter because they reinforce identity. Light bulb 5, habits equals votes for your identity. Every action you take either strengthens your identity or weakens it. Backhand index pointing right. Think like this. Each good habit equals +1 vote. Each bad habit equals -1 vote. You don't need perfection, just more positive votes over time. Warning 6, the danger of wrong identity. Sometimes people unknowingly build negative identities. I am lazy. I am bad at English. I can't wake up early. Backhand index pointing right. These beliefs create habits that match them. Pushpin example, if you believe I am lazy, right arrow you avoid effort, right arrow you stay lazy. Flexed biceps 7, how to break bad identity. To change habits, you must challenge your identity. Backhand index pointing right. Replace. Cross mark, I am bad at English. White heavy check mark, I am learning English daily. Backhand index pointing right. Replace. Cross mark, I am not disciplined. White heavy check mark, I am becoming disciplined. Pushpin, this shift is small but powerful. Counterclockwise arrows button 8, identity works both ways. Your habits shape your identity. Your identity shapes your habits. Backhand index pointing right. It's a feedback loop. You take action. Action builds belief. Belief makes action easier. Brain 9, the real reason habits stick. Habits stick when they become part of who you are. Backhand index pointing right. Example, A person who identifies as reader will read naturally. A person who identifies as fit will exercise regularly. Pushpin, you don't force habits, you become the type of person who does them. Read 10 practical examples. Example 1, fitness. Cross mark, I want six-pack abs. White heavy check mark, I am someone who never skips workouts. Example 2, career. Cross mark, I want success. White heavy check mark, I am someone who works daily with discipline. Example 3, relationship important for you. Red. Cross mark, I want a happy marriage. White heavy check mark, I'm a caring and loving husband. Backhand index pointing right, then act accordingly. Help your wife. Speak kindly. Show appreciation. Bar chart 11, small habits, big identity. Even tiny actions matter. Drinking water, healthy identity. Waking early, right arrow, disciplined identity. Practicing English, confident speaker identity. Backhand index pointing right, don't underestimate small steps. Prohibited 12, why goals alone fail. Goals are temporary. Once achieved, right arrow, you stop effort. Backhand index pointing right identity is permanent. It keeps you consistent. Pushpin example. Winning a race doesn't make you a runner. Running daily makes you a runner. Checkered flag, final key lessons. White heavy checkmark, focus on identity, not just goals. White heavy checkmark, every action is a vote for who you become. White heavy checkmark, small habits build strong identity. White heavy checkmark, change your belief, change your behavior. White heavy checkmark, become the person first, results will follow. Speech balloon, simple line to remember. The goal is not to read a book, the goal